wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Et au revoir. Moi je voulais voir le grand patron. Techniquement le grand patron il est au-dessus du maire. Qu'est-ce qu'il me veut le maire?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Mes actions ont eu une influence politique.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself.
Eh oui, c'est ça,
Tell
j'y
him
vais.
all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
Oh putain, qu'est-ce qu'il me veut lui encore?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Vous pensez qu'on verra les ninjas? C'est marrant si vous pouvez voir les ninjas de Robocop 3 dans le jeu. Boing. Je suis étonné qu'il perd jamais ses enjoliveurs. C'est ça la ville? C'est quoi ce taudis? On peut la voir de loin, mais... Hop, bordel! Oh, on se retrouve ici? Pour voir le grand patron? C'est quoi ce taudis?
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This
Yeah.
entrance to the building is off limits.
Do you think it's
You have to
gonna
use
hold
the
his weight?
staircase. Doesn't matter.
Genre, moi je m'attendais à aller dans les locaux de l'OCP ou un truc dans le genre. Pas dans
The
un
old man's
taudis.
waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy.
Oh, ils l'ont trop bien fait!
Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Ça fait bizarre de le voir comme ça, parce que dans le 1 et le 2, il était encore... Il est plus dans le 3, hein, ça c'était... Ça d'ailleurs c'était bizarre. Je survis à ça.
Holy shit, what was that?
J'ai pas vu tomber.
Not such a piece of junk after all.
Dans le 3, malheureusement, ce personnage-là a été remplacé, donc...
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
Un instant.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead! Just not where we live.
Eh, on est carrément en bordure. Ah, d'un côté, tout raser, ça serait pas trop mal, en vrai. On va pas se mentir, hein, c'est quand même un sacré taudis ici. Hein. Finalement, la zone est plus petite que ce que je pensais. Alors, activons le mode détective pour voir s'il n'y a pas un crime en cours. J'ai bien lancé la bonne mission. Hein.
I hate the day shift.
Oh, c'est triste. Hein. Mais madame, il y a des hommes qui ont besoin de vos compétences pour les rendre heureux. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans cet appartement? Eh chérie, merci pour le resub. Du
Daddy, what was that?
Go back to your room, sweetheart.
It's just someone on the staircase.
Bonjour. J'avais pas de mandat pour faire ça, je crois. Hein. Aïe aïe aïe. J'ai pas rêvé, j'ai bien vu gaz soporifique. Ah, j'avais pas tilté. Disquette de OCP, ça file un point de compétence.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
There's nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Ah, c'est une fangirl. Elle a des photos de moi. Et en plus, elle est en infraction. Elle avait bien planifié son coup, hein. Putain, le jour où un appartement ressemble à ça, mais je vais même pas vivre dedans, hein. Je me barre, hein. Pas vite, hein. Je quitte le pays, hein, s'il faut. Un instant. Allez. On va aller à l'entrepôt lui chercher son truc. Quand même bien les quêtes secondaires, hein. Elles sont vraiment dans le thème du jeu, quoi. Voilà, les perfs elles sont en train de diminuer là. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Le jeu il a gouillé un peu là. En avion je quitte le pays.
You're late. Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Non, je t'emmène avec moi, voyons.
Man, it's RoboCop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment, nothing suspicious. Right,
Yeah.
officer?
Shouldn't we give the fellas the signal?
We should just shut up and smile like the exemplary citizens
Yeah.
that we are.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Qu'est-ce que vous me cachez? Ah, j'ai pas de compétences. Plus de vitalité! Qu'est-ce que vous me cachez, bande de raclures?
Are you lost, officer? I can show you the exit if you want.
Ouais. Ah, je sais pas qu'ils sont en train d'essayer de la voler en plus. Ouais, on dirait qu'il y en a certains qui vont manger du plomb là.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
Hein? On mort de quoi? On mort de quoi les deux gardes en au-dessus là? Encore des menaces, je crois. Peinture déjà vue ailleurs. Oula, attendez. Pas de... Et la tête, elle est où? Elle est plus là, la tête, hein? Alors... OuiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiiAh bah, vous m'avez cherché les gars, hein. Allez, un bisou, hein. On se refait une bouffe un jour, hein. Ah bah non, c'est vrai, vous êtes morts.
Well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Apportez le carton et on va se le mettre dans le fion. Le carton, le carton. Delta City. Ah, mais c'est chez le petit vieux que j'avais aidé.
What do you mean, a dollar?
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all on the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Allez, on va aller interroger Pickle Rick. Oh. Hey boys.
Is that true? Mary has to close a restaurant. 2 words.
Un cinéma. Project Doom! Doom!
Whoa. It's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore. And it has no bullet holes.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy, Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go!
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
C'est quand même marrant que les jeux limite presque à plus petit budget, je les trouve plus impressionnants quand j'utilise l'Unreal Engine 5 que les jeux à gros budget. C'est un truc de ouf quoi.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserves
Alors, on cherche.
I heard that, and it did.
Ah, déjà?
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we?
No, no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
so
no.
sure about that.
Alex Murphy was given a second chance.
But I mean, you really deserved it. Which is something I couldn't say about a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Ah, why not do it? Alors, c'est quoi ça?
Garden of Earthly Delights.
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics.
Ah, vous vous souvenez l'époque où il y avait encore des VHS là? C'est que maintenant il y a des VHS qui valent très cher, hein?
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
Do not give in to the pressure.
Are you pressuring me into not giving in to the pressure? That's smart. That's gonna work. I feel it. But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Ah putain, c'est pas la bonne cassette, elle est où la bonne?
Thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Plus grand chose hein, dans la section sci-fi hein. Ce serait bien qu'on tombe sur un film avec Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape.
En fait, j'ai même pas suivi pourquoi est-ce qu'on on devait trouver des cassettes. Allez, section action, il y a forcément un film avec Schwarzenegger là. Obligé, non?
Celestial Decay.
C'est quoi ces films?
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel, but the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
They tend to become imitations of themselves.
Hard to argue with that. There's been a lot of stinkers. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for. Hey.
Ah, enfin il l'a
I
trouvé.
think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Non, tu crois?
It's that metal!
Oh là, la plaque de temps qui est en face. Waouh! Allez, Igor, allez maintenant. Je pense qu'il est mort. On dirait Hit.
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there.
Ou alors, tu peux aller sur le PC et me donner l'adresse directement. Trop demandé, ça? Avoir un bon service clientèle? Que bon, les services clientèle chez Azop, à part se faire prouter à la gueule, c'est tout ce qu'on a, quoi. Alors... Merde, je me rappelle plus de son nom. De toute façon, il était marqué. Il s'appelle vraiment Pickles. Dernière cassette louée, tendre cornichons et friandises. Partie en sprint, le banjo contre-attaque, le thon, la brute et le gluant. Oh merde! Oh non, j'aurais dû regarder les autres films, ça avait l'air marrant. Ah, dommage qu'ils nous laissent pas regarder le PC. J'aurais bien voulu voir les titres des films. Oh, il est où ce couillon de SF là? Eh Ben!
Greetings, citizen.
Ah, the best cop in the hood is back. How can I be of service?
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done.
Portal combat. Ta, 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 ta.
I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It
Ah, c'est
doesn't
efficace
start.
ça.
Pop the hood.
Ouais, je t'ai cru que j'étais mécano ou quoi?
So, do you know what the problem is?
Alors franchement, si Robocop est mécano, je rigole.
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power.
Câble. Ah.
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure that you knew about that already.
What? I mean, I would never miss such a thing.
Pourquoi il veut pas scanner ça là?
Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then. I'm guessing it's an easy fix.
Il est sérieux, Robocop mécano?
It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
Voyou Pickles là. Pickles! Pickle Rick! Parti où ce SDF camé là? Toi là, tu sais pas il est où Pickles par hasard? Oh t'es moche!
You're all right.
Tu vas bien? Bah oui, je suis Robocop putain.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
You need much more help than that.
We all got problems. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, just don't give in to pressure. That's a stellar one, dude, but excuse me if I don't comply, all right? There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
Ouh là là. On lui laisse l'argent ou on le prend? Eh, il va pas être content, hein, si on prend l'argent. Choix difficile. Bon allez, vu que je suis gentil avec les gens, hein.
I will leave the money with you if you spend it wisely.
That's cold-blooded, man. But thanks anyway. You're my savior, Tin Man. But what do I do with the money that I'm not supposed to spend on drugs? Like, what's the point?
Bah, aller en cure de désintox. C'est déjà pas mal, hein. J'ai l'impression que sur ce jeu, les effets ray tracing sont activés par défaut et sont impossibles. Je vois des effets que je vois pas d'habitude. Du coup, je me suis dit intérieurement, est-ce qu'il y a du ray tracing dans le jeu? Quand même des reflets de sacrément grande qualité, hein, dans la flotte, là. Attendez.
We should vote Kuzak. The
Je
Mills
sais
guy's just another suit.
sais pas si vous avez vu là-bas, mais il y avait des personnages qui étaient en mode T. Qu'est-ce qui se passe là-bas? Bonjour! Ah, si je peux tuer des gens, oui, je peux donner un coup de main, y a pas de problème.
What happened?
Can you believe this? A bunch of repeat offenders came up with a bright idea to storm the courthouse. For some reason, they think that if they destroy it, their prior convictions will go away. They took hostages and are now demanding both a 6,000 SUX and a plane to Acapulco.
Acapulco is a war zone.
I don't think these guys follow the news. But I'm afraid that it may be too late to rescue the hostages if we wait for SWAT.
If they want to fly into a war zone, I have first-class tickets for them.
Directive 2, protéger les innocents. J'entre. Et je vais aussi tuer les innocents au passage. Ouais, bien sûr. Voilà. Ah, putain. Hop. Ah, il y a des destructions de décor. Il y a des la destruction de décor dans le jeu, en vrai. Volontaire. Ah. Regardez ça. Regardez-moi ça. Le niveau de destruction qu'il y a dans le jeu. On voit plus trop ça en vrai. Hein. Murphy, on t'a demandé de sauver les otages, pas de tout casser, bordel. Oh, on peut même la casser. Génial. On peut pas casser, malheureusement. The police. Yeah, 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 motherfucker, the police. Peut-être, quoi. Non plus. Oh, j'ai cru que c'était un dildo par terre. Calmez sur la grenade les gens, hein. Bon, faut quand même qu'il y a des endroits qui sont réellement prévus pour la destruction et d'autres non, mais regardez-moi ça quoi. Bah génial en vrai. Il y a des jeux de nos jours, ils font même plus ça, ils en ont rien à secouer, hein. Ah. Bon, par contre, question con, là. Hello à carte. Hein? Ouais. Ouais. Jamais. Pas interagir avec. J'allais pas me dire. Ah oh putain, les musiques, ça se voit que... Les musiques officielles de Robocop, hein. Je sens que mon let's play il va être cramé de droits d'auteur. Ouais bon, c'est pas grave. Ah d'accord, par là. Bonjour. Attendez hop, c'est pas des fesses, devant toi. Bonjour. Alors la tête, elle n'existe plus. On va toucher du bois, hein, parce que quand j'ai fait la démo, j'ai pas eu trop de problèmes sur les droits d'auteur. Allez! C'est le moment de briller! Hey, faut pas que je tue les otages, ok? Oh, c'est ta mère là. Oh, ça va, il les tue pas. C'est bon! Les otages ont survécu. Mais en même temps, ils les ont même pas agressés. Quoi?
Stay here. The police will come to question you.
Attendez, elle a dit ce qu'elle a dit, c'était la 3e fois qu'elle se faisait prendre en otage dans la semaine. Cette zone est désormais passive. Ah, je crois que tu t'es légèrement trompé de licence, hein. Puis Robocop. Putain, 3 fois pris dans une prise d'otage, c'est chaud quand même.
Hey,
bon.
Robo, you showed them. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Ouais, je sais. La meuf, à chaque fois qu'elle est dans une prise d'otage. Eh, salut Gertrude, ça roule? Ouais, ça va et toi? Ah bah écoute, 3e prise d'otage, tout ça. Et sinon, le gang, comment ça va? Ouais, ça va bien, écoute, hein. Vite fait. Tu fais tatouer ça sur toi, mais j'ai plus aucun respect pour toi, hein. Et salut le tatoueur.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo, then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
How about I bring out your jawline?
Hey, man, no pressure. I was just trying to be helpful. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work.
Alors... Ah, comme par hasard, des lunettes et une clé de moto, tiens. Ouais.
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper, I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Peut-être, mais c'était légal. Ouais, j'avoue. J'ai oublié. En plus, au début de Judge Dredd, ce passage.
Hey, RoboCop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Non. Au revoir. Ok, attendez, c'est pas l'histoire avec le truc machin politique.
Come on, come on! It is an honor to finally meet the hero of the city in person. It's a shame that our basketball team can't fill us with similar pride. Yeah, just lost to Atlanta. Some say it's because of a lack of team players. Do you think it's that important? Being a team player?
Not every team is worth joining.
You have a very multifaceted outlook. Impressive. As for me, I have always valued team play. That was the way things were when my parents worked for the city. My grandfather used to tell me that this neighborhood was a great place for an evening stroll. Now it's different. Cusack allows the city to be taken over by criminals. He can't stop it because he's not a team player. He fails to realize that OCP has given this city its most precious treasure. You. I want to work with you and OCP to improve this city. I want to take care of your interests. It's about time someone did. But to make it a reality, we would need your support. So, what do you think about getting involved in politics?
I stay far away from politics.
However, politics does not stay away from you, does it? You are the symbol of the city. Everything you do, everything you say has a political impact. No matter if you talk privately or publicly. You should choose what you want to represent. Incompetence and unaccountability, or partnership and determination. Only one of these paths leads Detroit to its former glory. You say you wouldn't join every team. So, let's create a team that you would want to be a part of. We have a common goal. Together, it will be easier to achieve it. You'll have to forgive me. We're already late for another meeting. Now think about what we've discussed. About what we can do for this city. Together, as a team. I count on your support.
Quoi? Je l'ai pas soutenu? C'est une blague? Dans quel univers je viens de le soutenir? C'est quoi ce jeu? Je l'ai pas soutenu?